to comment on it. I'm zoning out just like a dog who lets everyone in. I'm on the water passing boys with their shotguns and wonder how it'd feel to kill something with my hands. When my hands, when my hands, when my when they're out searching for my body, I don't know who they'll find. They've taken everything from me, chew me up and spit me out. Big dog loves a crowd. We'll tell them to search my house and they find me face down.
Holy smokes, people. How are we doing? Man, I'm not entirely too sure how I'm gonna edit this video, but I think you probably just saw some bodybuilding show footage. As far as footage goes from the show, there's not a ton that I have. There's just pics of me on stage and my posing routines. I was hoping, like, I paid for like a photo and video package. I paid for that. 136 bucks I paid for it. And all of those pictures and all of, besides my back lat. My back lat spread looked pretty tight. Everything else, I looked like a freaking 3-day-old rotisserie chicken, and I didn't even get videos of my posing routines. I emailed the guy, he's like, yeah, I don't know why that says that. I didn't take any videos. And it said video and photo package. So as far as videos and photos go, the best photos I have are photos from my friends and family that they took and the videos they took. The next show I do, which I'm not gonna get into when and if or whatever, I'll get into that towards the end of the video when I do the Q&A. Hopefully by then I'll have some friend, aka / camera guy, with me backstage getting more footage. I would have liked to have had, like, you know, when I was watching C-Bum's bodybuilding competitions, he's backstage and like he's got the guy like taking photos and asking questions a little bit. It would have been cool to have, but it's whatever. So for this video, the plan for this video is, hopefully you just saw all the bodybuilding stuff. Right now I'm gonna go catch a lift in Body and Soul, all right? The gym I've been training out of throughout this prep. It'll be one of my last lifts in this gym, the last lift I'm gonna film for YouTube in this gym, because I'm moving back to the OG gym, the Kettle Falls gym, which the only reason I'm doing that is because it's 15 minutes closer to my house. And the only reason I went here in the first place, to Body and Soul, was because my posing coach trains out of there. So it was convenient to just lift, then pose, opposed to having to lift, go to a different gym, pose. Full body today, heavy upper, light lower. And I'm just gonna film the heavy upper part. Then we're gonna get into kind of like a food challenge-esque segment, and then the Q&A. And I'm excited for the Q&A because I do have some perspective and some just thoughts and comments I want to share towards this whole experience. Really, I really hope that this video finds new lifters and beginning bodybuilders thinking about doing your first show, first time, because I think I have some really good insight and some really good perspective from just coming and doing my first show. I don't want to get into that too much because I will later, and I want to film the lift off this camera, so I'm going to save space. But yeah, just know I'm incredibly happy and I'm incredibly in a good place right now. As far as I go right now, this is a week and a day since the bodybuilding show. Before I hopped on stage, so the night before, I weighed in at 203. Now this morning weighed in at 226, which I'm totally okay with, by the way. I want to get up to 235 slowly, but this last week I've been eating, just honestly, I've been eating like shit. Today's the first day of the lock-in, and I'll talk about that again later too. We're feeling good. And then today's the first day in the gym. I'm actually gonna try and push strength. It'll be my 4th day back in the gym since the bodybuilding show. The first 2 days, the first day I was like noticeably weaker just from being dehydrated, and yeah, just being dehydrated and not lifting for 6 days in a row. And then the second day back, a little bit better, but still noticeably weaker. Just this last time I went, I was just as strong. And then today I'm gonna try and push it on some lifts, like try to start PRing again. But there are big things to come in these next few years. And by big things, I mean big numbers. I got big goals, and with those big goals comes big mass. I got a ways to go. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the gym. All right, so we're back in the gym. You guys have seen me use this machine before, I'm pretty sure. It's a chest-supported trotter row. Feeling good? Gonna go for a like a previous PR, like a hard set to 6 at the full stack plus 12.5 pounds. Should be a tough 6, which is the goal. Like, I'm pretty much going full swing this workout. That was good. What I would consider a good 6. So next time, you know, the micro PR, get full stack plus 15 pounds for 6. That's just how you keep growing. Keep getting stronger, keep growing. On to neutral grip lat pull down. Onto single arm cuffed around the elbow cable lateral raises. Love these. I'm gonna keep these in my rotation as long as I can. These are just so perfect for the side delt. I love them. Single arm tricep push down. It's kind of turned into like a single arm tricep cable skull crusher almost. It's kind of like the path my arm takes because my elbow's out in front of my face and I'm pushing down like this and I'm way leaned over. I'm almost at like 90 degrees at the hip. The one thing with this is just you want to make sure you're not rocking back as you push down. You want to lean into it as you push down so that your elbow joint does not move. And the way to tell you're doing it right is how much the cable stack moves. If the cable stack stays in the same spot as you push down and your body raises up, you're not moving nothing. But if you can lean into it and push it down as you lean into your elbow, you'll see the cable stack actually move a shit ton. So I'm gonna show you what I mean here real quick. So you don't wanna do one of these. You know what I mean? You don't wanna like, see how the cable stack's not moving much? You wanna stay lean and lean into it and push down. You don't wanna, you know what I mean? Food for thought. Sweet. That'll be it for me filming this lift. I'm still going to go hit the lower half, lighter lower half of my full body day. I only have like 5 minutes of footage left on this card, so I'm not going to film it. That'll be the last time for you guys in this gym for at least a while, if not forever. And then I will pick up with you guys again for the Q&A in a little bit. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out.
Letting a new day begin. All to the time that you know. Letting a new day begin. All to the time that you know.
Q&A, and you got an eye booger. Oh, gotta get it somewhere. Oh, yeah. Oh, slobber. So it's been a couple days since, let me just get a little bit closer so I can make sure you guys can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me fine. I would think you guys would hear me fine. So it's been 2 weeks since the bodybuilding show. Around a week since I filmed that lift. Just now filming the Q&A. But yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. Got a couple questions from comment sections and a couple questions from the Q&A post I made. How was the show? And what are my future plans regarding the show? The show went great. It was a great experience and I enjoyed doing it and I'm happy I did it and I'm happy I did it now opposed to waiting years building a physique, whatever, then competing. Yeah, there's 2 main sides to take on this, and it's the side that I agree with, which is if you want to compete for whatever reason, if you want to do it, do it. And then there's, like, in my opinion, the very close-minded, dumb opinions of people that say you shouldn't compete until you've built a physique that's worthy of winning your first show. It's stupid. It's stupid. I don't agree with it, but you do you. Let's say I'm speaking to someone who's thinking about doing their first show and they don't know which path to go down. Whether they should devote the time, the money, the resources, the training, the days, the weeks, the months, the macros, everything into building a winning physique. A first overall physique for your first show. Or someone who is thinking about like just doing it for the experience. In my opinion, for your first show, spend 2 years, prep for it obviously, show up the best you can, but do it early on. Do it while you're interested. Do it natty, do it whatever. Do it without spending the time, the training effort, the training style, tracking your macros, all that effort before doing your first show. For the main reason being is you don't know if you're gonna like it until you try it. The last month, and for sure the last 2 weeks leading up to the bodybuilding show during prep was completely different than just going to the gym and lifting. I mean, your calories, your carbs are pretty much at 0, your cardio's up, you're tracking your sodium, you're doing all this stuff that you never really need to worry about. Just go to the gym and lifting, and your lifts feel different. You're not training for the pump, and you're not trying to beat numbers, you're kind of just doing it to maintain your strength, and we can get into that later, but it's different. And being backstage and like the 2 days before, you know, like, dude, damn near no water. You're shaving your skin, you gotta exfoliate, you gotta put baking soda on your skin, you can't wear deodorant, you can't wear perfume. You gotta go get tan, you gotta be butt-ass naked and have some like chick in their early 20s spray tan you, butt-ass naked. Dude. It's a whole ass experience. And then backstage, you're pumping up, you're eating shit ton of sugar, still no water, so you're super thirsty because you're taking all of these carbs in, that are making you thirsty, but you still can't drink water. It's a whole experience. And for people to say, yo, you should not do this until you have a physique worthy of winning. It's so stupid. Because you could get there and you could not like it. You could not like it, then you're just stuck there. But yeah, that's my opinion. Is if you want to do your first show, and let's just say, like, take my scenario. I've been lifting since I was like 14, 15 for sports. For the last 2 years, I dedicated to a bodybuilding style of training. I figured I wanted to do it sooner than later. And in my right now, like the 3 to 4 months prior to the bodybuilding show, was like, it was perfect timing for me. All I had going on was school and work, no big travel plans, nothing going on crazy. And I'm like, if I'm going to do it, now's the time, or I'm going to have to wait another 2 or 3 years. If you want to do your first show, do it. Don't listen to the people that you see saying, well, if you're not going to win, don't compete. It's stupid. It's like, you're not going to win. Let's say even if you spend the time to make a first overall physique, your posing could be shit, and you're not going to win anyway. So it's like, just do it. Learn the poses. Who cares if you win or lose? It's your first show. That being said, what are my future plans? Do I have any future plans for competing? Soon? No. Being backstage, like, I did my first show. I got my experience. I know that I liked it, and I did enjoy it, and it's something I want to do again. And I also competed in bodybuilding and classic. I did both of those to see which one the judges would place me better in. And I talked to a couple after the show, and they all kind of agreed that I have a classic physique more so than a bodybuilding physique. So I'm going to be a classic competitor moving forward at 6'2", which is what they heighted me in at. I was 203 at weigh-ins, 203. My weight cap at 6'2" is 232, which pretty much means if I want to be competitive and I want a chance at the first overall, which kind of now is the goal for me, now that I have the experience, now my next show, I do want to win, and I do want to have a competitive physique. I got to get 6'2", around 232 at weigh-ins. So I got years, like, dude, depending on how I progress and what happens moving forward, probably like 3 to 5 years before I hop on stage again, of just growing, getting stronger and bigger, and I'm all for that. That is not daunting to me. That is something I'm excited, I'm looking forward to do. So will I compete again? Probably. In around 3 to 5 years, when I'm jacked and I am huge and I have a shot at winning, because winning is now the goal. To a degree, winning or placing high enough to go to nationals, and then maybe trying to get like an NPC pro card or something. You know what I mean? That's kind of my goal moving forwards with bodybuilding. But till then, I mean, we got like competing now within the last 4 months, because the timing was perfect. Moving forward, I'm graduating from college next month. I'm gonna look into getting. I've been a pizza delivery driver, which some of you guys know. I've been just delivering pizza and working in college for like the last 3 to 4 years, you know, but graduating college, looking to get a job using my degree and traveling to do so, that starts pretty much in a week. So, you know, taking the time to do all that, get whatever jobs, and then we can lock in, get stronger, get jacked, and then start bodybuilding again at some point, you know what I mean? Hopefully that answers the 2 questions. How was the show, and then future competing plans. Another question I got asked was, how did I manage cravings throughout prep? There's a couple different ways I could answer this. Largely throughout prep, I did not have like insane cravings. The diet I followed was if it fits your macros, which up until like really the last 8 weeks or so, I pretty much ate whatever I wanted, just within the right amount. So if I was craving something, I could pretty much have it if it fit my macros, you know what I'm saying? And within the last 8 weeks, the hardest part for me was being a pizza delivery driver and smelling the good smells. And bro, the thing that I actually fucked up on a couple of times was somebody would order a pizza or somebody would mess up and make a double, and then we'd have like an extra pizza just sitting on top of the oven, all warm and delicious and free. And I would have not a couple bites, not a couple slices. I'd down like half the pizza. I took the last 2 weeks off, but like my last big like whoopsie was probably at like around 4 weeks out, where I had like half a pizza and I was like, all right, bro, gotta lock in. And in full transparency, I did take this thing called, I don't know if you guys know what it is. It's called Retatrutide. I didn't take that throughout prep. So at 16 weeks and 8 weeks out, I used Retatrutide for like a week, 2 weeks, and kind of reset my hunger scale, reset my taste buds, and I didn't crave it. I didn't take Retatrutide throughout because I also felt like if I took Retatrutide too long, my sensitivity to the food I was eating would go away. So like say I would eat some carbs and I could tell I'm responding well to the carbs because the pump would be crazy. I would see my veins start to pop out. If I took Retatrutide and I ate the same amount of carbs, whatever, I wouldn't get that effect. Retatrutide is a great weight loss tool, but if you want to respond well to food, there's like kind of like a point of diminished returns. So the way I use it and the way I recommend using it is use it to kind of break the habit of overeating. Use it to break the habit of eating super good tasting food. Get used to eating healthy, kind of blandish food, and then go from there. And that's how I kind of managed my cravings, as well as just realizing that like for me, when I eat food and I do mess up, it's because I get dopamine, happy feelings from eating super good tasting food. Once you can realize that and you can reroute your dopamine to not, just by being conscious of it, to not wanting super tasty foods and focusing on getting dopamine from other things, whether it be the gym, video games, streaming, doing cardio, whatever, reroute your brain to where you're like, food is fuel. I don't get happy from eating food. I get happy from doing other things and feeling good or looking good or whatever. Full body every other day training moving forward. And the answer is yes. I did full body every other day training throughout prep, and it was awesome. I gained strength throughout prep up until like the last 4 weeks. And then the only reason I didn't keep progressing was because I was conservative and I wanted to play it safe and just stick with the numbers I had. I didn't want to keep trying to push strength the last 4 weeks because, you know, you're low on carbs, you're low on water the last 2 weeks. I did not try to get stronger, but now moving forward, I'm still full body every other day and I'm enjoying it and loving it. And you don't have to eat cat shit, my guy. So yes, still full body every other day moving forward for the foreseeable future. Even if I don't have as much time to train moving forward with jobs and whatnot, I'm still gonna do like full body every other day and just do compound exercises. But yeah, so like for the next video, I want to do like give you guys my full body every other day template of the exercises I do, what days I do, and what order I do them in, why I do it. So that'll be the next video. It'll be my full body every other day template. And then just to end on it, one guy asked for like a tattoo tour because apparently until I was butt naked on stage, pretty much, a lot of you people didn't know I had tattoos. So I guess I can throw that up here at the end and talk about it. But this is a dog paw of the little tiny white and brown spotted dog you just saw a couple minutes ago. This is a Pikachu. I got this. This was my first upper body tattoo, and I got this because my friend was getting a tattoo, and I wanted a tattoo, and I wanted to get something I knew I would never regret. So I got Pikachu. On my back, I'll throw up a picture of my back. I got like an evil eye in the middle. For whatever reason, I just thought it looked cool. I might like get a cross, like a thin line cross tatted through that. Just I think it look cool. And I appreciate religion. Okay, so I might get that. One side, I think it's the left side of my back. It is a biblical reference to is kind of fighting a lion. So the story is like when attacked by a young lion, Samson, under the power of the Lord, fought that young lion, protected his family, and tore the lion apart by his mouth. And that's what I have on the left side of my back. The right side of my back is kind of like the progressive overload theory guy. Story of guy who carried a young bull up to get water every day, and as the bull grew, he grew. Milo of Croton, who I guess was an ancient Greek wrestler. And he would basically, allegedly, his training philosophy was, he was a skinny young kid, and if he carried a young cow up to water every day, as the cow grew, he kept carrying the cow, he would grow. The lesson of it, the moral of the story, is progressive overload. Kind of like a lifting reference there. Oh, then I got the lightsaber on my leg, which is from the Phantom Menace of Star Wars. Qui-Gon Jinn with his lightsaber, and his quote from the movie, one of his quotes is, "There's always a bigger fish." And this is not me being arrogant saying that I'm the bigger fish. This is a reminder to myself that there is and always will be a bigger fish out there. So if you watch the movie, the way he used the quote was in like a humbling way. Like, there's always a bigger fish, versus I'm not the bigger fish. There's always someone bigger and better and badder and smarter and nicer or whatever. There's always someone better than you. And then this is a wagon wheel that I got largely inspired by like just nostalgia, my youth. Inspired by the Zac Brown band song, Colder Weather. My grandparents had wagon wheels laying around, and I liked their house growing up. It's kind of just like a symbol of my youth. For me to not forget where I came from or whatever. Anywho, that's really all I got. Hopefully this video wasn't too all over the place. But yeah, from here, I have no idea really where I'm gonna be for the next video. I think I'll be here still. But yeah, it'll be a template of my full body day, the way it is now, what exercises, what order, how I do it, which is different from what Jordan Peters says, but it is inspired by him. I just specified it some more, added some things, took out some things to my liking. That's a big part about lifting and doing anything in life, is it's to your liking. Remember that. Anyway, I gotta go for a jog because touching back on the future plans, I gotta start jogging, man, for some future plans. I gotta start jogging. So how to balance jogging with lifting? I've been doing cardio throughout this whole prep, and I'm gonna keep doing cardio. But now, instead of just 20 to 40 minutes walking on a walking pad, I gotta jog a mile or two every day. So try to get my mile time down to like 7 minutes, I'd say would be a good mile for me. Because at some point I may have to do a test where I'd have to run 5 miles in 45 minutes, which just doesn't sound bad. Like the first 3 miles, sure, but then the last 2, your mile time's gonna creep up, I feel like. At least mine will. So, gotta become as athletic as we can be without trying to sacrifice strength, is the goal moving forward for me with cardio and jogging. Anyway, one thing I could start doing is, like, if you have any more questions regarding anything, leave them in the comments. And since I only really post 1 video a month, I'll just do a Q&A at the end of every video moving forward. So whatever questions are in the comments for this video, I'll address in the next video. And we can make that a thing if you guys oblige and take part in that. Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. What is good, guys? I am so sorry. This video is all over the place. I still have the footage of the food eating challenge, so I'm just going to play that for you guys at the end. The Q&A took forever, but I feel like there was some good information in there. But I'm going to leave you guys with the food eating challenge. Thank you guys for all the support and just watching me throughout this journey in the bodybuilding show. It was overall great. And like I've said throughout the video, there are big things coming regarding lifting and not lifting. This next year, this next half year, there's going to be a bunch of life changes for me. So we'll see what happens regarding content and whatnot, and I'll keep you guys updated to my fullest. But that all being said, here is my food eating challenge to end out the video. Does it look all right? Holy shit.
friends.
Thank you.
Bringing this out for you, sir.
Can you explain to me what's in it?
Alright, so right here we have our slow roasted beef shank. It's about 5 pounds. We're going to remove the bone here in a moment and take it back. We have our house-made coleslaw, our house-made baked beans as well too, and our house-made mac and cheese. We have 2 mozzarella logs, not sticks, very important that they are logs. We inbred those in-house as well too. Got our garlic bread here. This is getting our garlic. And then, give it a little turn. And we got 2 of our smoked chicken wings as well. A good handful of JoJo's underneath. And that's what we'll be working on.
Thumbnail.
It is nice and hot.
So the game plan is to do all meats before the meats get cold. So chicken wings, cheese sticks, meats. And I've also had 0 protein the last 24 or so hours, like 0 protein. So I want to get the meat. I need to get the meats in, and then from there we're just gonna mix in. I don't want to do the JoJo's last. I want to do the JoJo's and the mac and cheese and the baked beans, kind of all interchangeably. Mix them up when I get fatigue. You got sauces coming. You got Diet Pepsi for running the burp. And minimize using water in Diet Pepsi. Eat as much as you can. And even if I don't eat it all now, it's all getting made tonight at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Alrighty.
Enjoy, my friend. It'll just be a little bit on your guys' food, so just enjoy him eating.
Very good. Walking off the boat nicely to get smoked. Yeah, I can do it. Oh yeah? I do. About an hour. I don't know what it is. I'm running out of room. Cheese it. Yeah. Alright. Allow me to just spare you guys the trouble. We do not even get close to finishing this. So to save you guys from having to watch me just nibble at this for the next 30 minutes, we're going to cut to the next interesting part. And then we're going to leave it at that. All right, but no. We do, if you couldn't tell by now, we do not finish this food. It took me, I think, 5 meals worth of protein from that beef and carbs from the mac and cheese and JoJo's to actually eat it. And I think just from the meat on that tray, I think I had 300, maybe 350 grams of protein from the meat on that tray. And if you're looking at that tray right now, like, you see the meat, but then there's meat under the mac and cheese. There's meat under the coleslaw. Like, there's meat lining pretty much the entire bottom of the tray, and they put the JoJo's mac and cheese coleslaw beans bread on top of it. It's not like just that section of meat either. It was pretty insane. It was really good.
But it was pretty insane. Anyway.
So I wasn't here for any of these. I showed up like at the end. This guy finished it. He's probably about my height, definitely a little bit bigger than me. This was, yeah, and I can't remember. It was probably like 45 minutes or something. It was about the same, I believe. Would definitely be your guys for sure. And then this guy is actually our record time holder. Yeah, he did it like 30 minutes. Yeah. Oh, sorry, there's this on that.
The record time holder. How fast did you do it?
About 30 minutes. Yeah, he's tiny as hell.
Dead stare, bro. Oh my god, killer.
Perfect. And then we actually had, so back on December 8th, we had Katina and I guess like your friends, Randy Santel come in. So these two are some champion eaters of ours. Also lists their time on there. Randy Santel did his with 3 seconds left on the clock. I believe Katina was around 49 minutes. She's about half my size, she's a little bodybuilder.
2 seconds left, we can beat Randy. It's not happening.
And like I had to do a little background on it because I didn't know them very well.
Yeah.
She's from the area, so this place was packed house. But he's one of 4 people that have completed an eating challenge in every state in the U.S. supposedly. He was here for like a week and a half or something like that, and he had like multiple eating challenges lined up.
Yeah. They're the real deal.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You have a good one. Yeah. Oh, it's great. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
And we got the bone as a souvenir with the dogs. And you gotta remember to film that. Oh. Anyway, guys, hell of a day. Attempting the bearded gingers challenge, beef shank challenge. I've invested the day, invested every other day. Don't get it twisted. There's not a day of my life ever that I'm gonna walk in there and be able to finish that.
Open the windows.
Any of you guys. Thank you guys so much for my video. Hope you enjoyed it. The Bearded Ginger has the best Diet Pepsi around. Peace out.
Yeah. What do you think, dude?
They sell those goddamn bones at the damn pet store in Deer Park there for about 20 bucks.
What do you think, Moosey? What are your thoughts? You gotta catch your breath, huh? What do you think about that, dude? There you go. At least someone's getting something out of that freaking food challenge, my God.